What's going on, Powerful Nation? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kyle Johnson. Go to powerfulrelationships.co if you guys want to check out my website, book any coaching with me, read my blog posts, anything like that. You'll see all this stuff there. And there's always going to be a link to my blog posts from my YouTube channel. So if you want to watch this video there as well, you can do that. So this video is going to be about, let me find my notes. Actually, I already wrote it in my blog post, and I'm just going to read my notes off of there. That's what I started doing now. I started writing my blog posts first, and then when I write the blog posts first, it kind of gives me these ideas instead of just kind of going off the cuff like I was before. So apologize. I gotta remember that my camera shakes like crazy. Let's go right into this. And I'm just going to pull the mic closer to me a little bit. So the title of this video and the topic is why the no contact rule works so well. It works so well because, let me explain it to you sort of in the opposite direction. A girl breaks up with you. You reach out to her and like at first, and you're like, hey, what's going on? Like, you know, because you get, if you've ever been dumped, there's that like first initial feeling where you kind of almost know instinctually that it's coming. You can feel it. And after it finally gets told to you, hey, this is ending and I don't want to be with you anymore, you go into like this anxiety panic mode and you want to find out why they're making this decision. So you go into this panic mode, and then after you sort of get yourself together, you start thinking of all these things that you could have done better in the relationship. This is normal. This is what most people do. So when you go through this, you start thinking of, oh my God, like last week I treated her like shit and I wasn't paying attention to her. She came home and she had her nails done and I didn't pay attention. You start thinking of things like that. And then you start going into all this like, you know, I'll change, I'll fix it. So you start reaching out and you start saying, hey, I'm going to fix all the problems that I caused, and I'm going to do better. And this is such a common thing, and people just don't even have any questions. They just want to be around that person, right? They want to be there, and they want to, like, you know, they want to do what they can to sort of fix whatever they can just to make sure that they don't move on to somebody else. I've been that person. I used to suck. I used to really suck at this stuff. So I know exactly what you're going through, and I'm not making fun at all. I've been there. It fucking sucks. I know. Now imagine like day one, you're reaching out and you're like, hey, what's going on? I'm trying to figure out, you know, why we broke up. Was it because of this? Was it because of that? And then at first she's going to answer some of your messages, maybe. And then after a little bit more time goes by, less and less messages are going to be answered. And it's because women don't want to hurt your feelings. They want no drama, as well as little drama as they can get in life. Most of them. Girls, have you ever heard that song, Girls Just Want to Have Fun? So some girls want drama. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I know that. But when it comes to a man and a woman, what do you think drives people furthest away? Fighting, right? Fighting creates distance in relationships. Okay? So that's something that everybody needs to know. So day 2, day 3, day 4, you constantly keep reaching out. You keep reaching out. You keep reaching out. And what mystery, what progress have you made in 4 days? None. What progress could you have made in 3 days? This is why the 30-day no contact rule is a bunch of bullshit, because it takes so much more time than 30 days for progress to be made on fixing a problem or fixing or upgrading yourself or focusing on you. Focusing on you takes months of constant work. Okay, so it really takes some time for growth to happen. And when somebody leaves you, there's no forcing it. There's nothing you can do to keep them from leaving and coming right back to you, especially if it was from a very calm perspective. Some people break up with each other kind of out of anger, and it's still unhealthy, but sometimes they didn't really mean it, which is a whole other topic, but they don't really mean it, right? And they kind of get back together and go, you know, go on, they go forward. So when somebody actually decides, you know, it's over, you know, you really have that time to reflect. So what I'm going to go in next is more time. So day 6, day 7, you know, day 14, you keep reaching out. Again, you're giving her no space giving her no time to think about. When those thoughts of you come to her head organically without you forcing yourself onto her, it's gonna give her the time to process her feelings and thoughts. And you want that to happen, because during those periods is when she's going to find that the value you brought to the relationship. Okay, does that make sense? The value you bring to the relationship is only you can't force her to see that. And obviously she lost sight of that during this breakup, or sorry, during the relationship, and she just wants to go on her own. Now she needs to process all of those feelings and thoughts and see if she really thinks that you are the man that she wants. Now remember, this is the time to show how strong you really are, because she's going to think that you're going to be reaching out to her. And when you do the opposite of all of that shit that I just said, if you say nothing, she's gonna say, oh, he actually has respect for this is on a subconscious level. Maybe some women will see this consciously, but it's more of a subconscious thing. He's gonna have respect for me and my space. I didn't think he would do that. Oh, and then she sees that you're growing and working out, or all the fun things that you like to do, and you're starting to become fun again, and those fights don't really happen. You know, she'll forget that you guys were even fighting. You know, she'll remember, but I mean, like it kind of goes away, because after more time goes by, she'll see the value of you, and she'll be like, okay, well, maybe he's not that bad. Maybe I made a mistake in breaking up with him. That is what's attractive to women. When you're strong, from a biological standpoint, women want to go out with a guy who is extremely strong, because they want to procreate with these guys, because they know that's the best chance of survival. That's why they get turned on by that. Do the opposite of all the stuff that I just said earlier in the video. Do no contact. There is no predefined time where no contact starts working. You need to work on yourself, can be consistent, and keep going. It's going to create this anxiety in them to reach out to you if they haven't heard from you in a while, because now you're a challenge. Now you're hard to get, because you aren't available. Does that make sense? You're not available, and you're not there to stroke their ego. If you keep reaching out to them, you're stroking their ego, and you're not giving them any sort of, I wonder if he's thinking about me. They know how you feel. Give them space. Be strong and keep going. That's it. I will see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe and visit my channel if you want to actually see any of my other videos. And don't forget to book a coaching session with me that suits you, and we can go and talk into this more. Make a plan for you, and you'll see everything there. Okay, guys? Take it easy. I'll see you in the next one.